Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me in this live video. You guys are aware that nnamdi Kanu went to court today, 7th May 2025. Let's really take a look at what really happened in court today. You guys know that nnamdi Kanu was tried before last the first day he came to court. Now second time, or will I say the fourth time he's coming to court now. Like, let us take a look at what Vanguard did. That nnamdi Kalu's lawyer got really angry and was like, this is all lies about nnamdi Kalu. Take a look at what Vanguard posted in their website. They were like, nnamdi Kalu admitted is sitting public to attack police, witness tells court. Like, this was what Vanguard posted on their page. Like, it got to the ears of aloy ejimakor, and he was like, this is false lies about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know why they are trying to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down with anything possible. You can imagine what Vanguard News posted. These people are blunt liars. When I mean liars, they are big liars. See what they posted. Nnamdi Kanu admitted is sitting public to attack police. Witness tells court. This is what they framed it up in. So this was what the lawyer said. Lawyer Aloy Ejimakor had to come out to debunk this news. He was like, the viral publications that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted is sitting public to attack police is misleading and highly prejudicial. The general public is hereby advised to draw no conclusions until the veracity of the witness is tested on cross-examination tomorrow or next. Like, you can imagine the way Vanguard is misleading people. Look at how they are talking bad about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, looking for every means to say, okay, this is what he did, so that they can actually jail him. But thank God that the witness who came to court, we are saying that the only thing they found in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's room was just his microphone and his studio where he used to record his news or his videos. That was what the witness said. That's the first witness. That was what the first witness said. He said that's the only thing he found in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's room, because this would trace him down to the hotel room he was in Lagos. And the shocking part of it is that the witness said that he didn't see anything like drugs or gun in his room. And this is where we are thanking God, because the God that has been protecting this man will keep protecting him. This man is fighting for the freedom of Igbos. You guys need to see what many people were saying about Nnamdi Kanu. I want you guys to just listen to this video and hear what this young man said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court today. I'll be right back, guys.
Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? So what transpired? So the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resumed at the Federal High Court in Abuja with heated exchanges between today's judgment day at the Abuja Federal High Court with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu facing trial. We are going to talk about what transpired in court. But before that, there's a breaking news, and EFCC grants Very Dark Man administrative bail. EFCC grants Very Dark Man administrative bail. So over to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, court adjourns till May 7th as defense prosecution clash over document. Defense counsel, prosecution counsel, they clash in court today over document. Remember, the prosecution is the federal government. The defense counsel is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. So what transpired? So the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resumed at the Federal High Court in Abuja with heated exchanges between the prosecution and defense teams over the handling of critical documents. Now, Kanu was in court under tight security. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the prosecution headed by SAN Adegboyega, representing the federal government, calling its second witness to testify. The witness claimed that Kanu incited violence and established the Eastern Security Network, alleged as an armed wing of IPOB. Remember, there was a first witness that wanted to connect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa, but this second witness, new allegation that he claimed that Kanu incited violence. You know, the federal government, the prosecution council, want to establish a criminal offense with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They're trying to establish it from what they got from him at Golden Tulip Hotel in Lagos, and saying that he created Radio Biafra to incite violence and what have you. connecting him to Simon Ekpa and the atrocities committed by Simon Ekpa. They're also saying that Kanu incited violence and established the Eastern Security Network, allegedly as an armed wing of IPOB. However, under cross-examination, the witness admitted ignorance of several key facts, including that a previous court ruling had already struck out some of the charges against Kanu. Defense lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu pressed the witness on whether he was aware that the allegations of terrorism and incitement to destroy public property had been dismissed. The witness said he does not know that the court has dismissed that particular allegation of terrorism and inciting to destroy public property. Now, the defense team, led by renowned lawyer and former Attorney General of the Federation, Kanu Agabi, SAN, objected to the prosecution's attempt to tender new documents in court, citing a lack of prior service. So, the prosecution counsel, Awomolo, brought a new document in court. So, the defense counsel, led by Kanu Agabi, said that no, we are refusing this document because you have not told us. You need to serve the defense team whatever document you're going to present in court on court date. Okay? Now, citing lack of prior service, serving this new document that is unknown to everybody, you need to serve it to the defense team before bringing it to court. So, Justice Omotosho firmly.
So, my people, they cannot actually file Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist. They cannot give him that charges because they have not seen him in any place terrorizing anybody or terrorizing or carrying guns to start terrorizing people. The Nnamdi Kanu I know because there was a time they were like saying that Nnamdi Kanu is the one forcing this Monday sit at home. But to be honest, Nnamdi Kanu is always telling his lawyers that he cannot be fighting for his people and still he'll be forcing them to stay at home. Then if he's fighting for his people, how will his people now survive if they're not staying at home? Like, people just look for, they don't used to see that one. The only one they see is how to bring bad image of Nnamdi Kanu so that they can be able to win this man. But take a look at what this lawyer have to say about Nnamdi Kanu, what Nnamdi Kanu told him when he was in detention. Just listen to what this lawyer said.
He has told me as his lead counsel, as his lawyer, that he does not believe in it. That he cannot be fighting for his people and be shutting down their economy. How do they feed? How would they train their children? Many a time he cried to me in my presence that he wants to be released so that he can hold a world press conference and address the Indigbos and the Alaibos and the entire world to say, don't stay at home on Mondays. Go about your normal duties, work. Because the Bible tells us it is upon the fruits of your hand. I will bless you the labor of your hands. So I'm now re-echoing it again and again what Nnamdi Kanu has told me. He does not believe in that sit at home on Mondays, which cripples the social, economic, cultural, political life of the people, putting them under psychological, mental structure and torture.
You guys heard what this lawyer said. Like, I actually made you guys to watch the video so you guys will hear what this lawyer said. Many people out there, Nnamdi Kanu has many enemies around. They don't like saying the truth. They don't like bringing out the part that is bad. But you guys can listen to what this lawyer say. The Nnamdi Kanu never believes in that Monday sit at home. Because what the Nigerians were like saying that he's the one ordering sit at home, the Igbo people are not going out to do their trade or do their business. But it is now clear to us that Nnamdi Kanu has always been wishing so that he will be released, so that he can address the Igbos in a press conference to tell them they can go about for their daily activities on Monday sit at home. He said he cannot be fighting for his own people and still deny them the ability for them to do their own business, which is totally wrong. But everybody came up with this news then that said Nnamdi Kanu is the one that is making Monday sit at home. That is the one. fake news everywhere just because they want to look for a way they're going to silence this man so that they can look for how to punish Nnamdi Kanu. But they have forgotten that Nnamdi Kanu is serving a living God. And finally, we all know that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Like, imagine witnesses that came to testify him in court. None of them opened their mouth, said that he was caught with guns. None of them. They only said what they saw in his hotel room was his studio record, like where he records his videos, mic, his iPad, and his iPhones that he's using to do his work. That was all. Like, I love the fact that they brought out witness to come and testify, so that Nigerians will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, because they have been saying he's a terrorist, he's doing this one, he's the one causing the killings happening in the Igbo side. Now they can be able to use their ear. So this witness that they brought in court now is enough evidence to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Just listen to what these people have to say. Just take a look at this video and listen to what this man and this interviewer have to say about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Do you think that
I'll be right
Nnamdi
back.
Kanu and IPOB were clearly responsible and still responsible for the insecurity that pervades in the southeast?
Is Nnamdi Kanu the only separatist we have in this country? Don't you know about Showun? Don't you know about what is happening in the north, southwest, everywhere? We have those who feel genuinely that they are being undermined in a country that they are not taking part of. And they are saying, listen, we need a change. Nnamdi Kanu, if you look at what the courts have said, the courts have not said that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. We have 3 existing judgments, one from High Court, one from Court of Appeal, even the Supreme Court have adjudicated and even said that the rendition, he's kidnapped from Kenya to Nigeria, is an illegal rendition. So the world courts have said so too, that you do not illegally rendition anybody. We have processes. I work for Interpol. If you have any problem with anybody, you inform Interpol. Interpol has its SOP. It has its standard operating procedure. Nnamdi Kanu is not a problem. The problem is that we have a country where there is inequality, where there is the desire for a group of people to suppress unduly another group. And those who raise their heads up and say this is wrong, they are being branded all kinds of names. They are being branded all kinds of things. Nnamdi Kanu, is he the only one who is saying that he requires self-determination? He's not the only one, but he's the only one who is in detention. So I do not think that Nnamdi Kanu is a problem. But I know that his continuous detention is a problem. The continuous illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu is a problem. It is not his detention, his process. No, it is his detention. We have all the various levels of the courts of law have indicated that the process is a wrong process. In fact, the very basic thing government used initially in renditing him illegally into the country, which is that he jumped bail. The Court of Appeal said he didn't jump no bail. He was running for his life.
Guys, like, I'm sure you guys heard what this interviewer said and what this Igbo man said in this interview. Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. He's not the problem. He's not the only person fighting for freedom. Just like we have it, the Yoruba people are saying they want their own freedom too. Even the Northerners now say they also want to stay on their own. So Nnamdi Kanu is not the only person fighting for self-determination. He's not the only person. So why is there continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu? This is something that the Igbo people are asking. Why do they keep detaining him? You guys remember this Yoruba national agitator Sunday Igboho? You guys know he was also a freedom fighter, just like Martin Nnamdi Kanu. But when he was detained, there was a time they detained him, and after some time they released him. Now, why is it that Nnamdi Kanu's own case is different? You see, the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is actually fighting for the freedom of Igbo people, because I don't know if I would say this country called Nigeria does not value Igbo people at all. Because just take a look at those days. Like Igbo people are not always involved in political activities in the country. You can never see anywhere they will say an Igbo person is Minister of Agriculture, an Igbo person is Minister of Transport. You can never hear of it. You see, if you go to power, it's only the Hausas and the Yorubas that full power. And this is the reason Nnamdi Kanu is actually fighting for the freedom of Igbo people, so that Igbo people can at least separate. But you know, the people in power are always saying one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, because they know they have something to gain from it. They have something to gain. They know that if definitely everybody separates, they will not gain anything again. So that's why you see that they are struggling to keep that one Nigeria. When we all know within ourselves that there's nothing like one Nigeria. There's nothing like one Nigeria. Let me take for instance, look at the insecurity. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that once I'm released, you guys will not hear of insecurity again in the southeast. You guys will not hear insecurity again in any place. And he meant what he said. Take a look at let me say, for example, you guys heard about the Rumi killings that happened. The same one Nigeria we are calling is the same people who are buying their brothers and sisters. Take a look at in Plateau State. Will you tell me that the killings that happened in Plateau State, will you say that it's not the same people within that area that caused that killings? In Plateau State, they demolished many houses, destroyed people's houses, burnt people's houses, even their land, their farms, destroyed their farms. What do they want? They want war. These are their own brothers and sisters. Though. There's nothing like this one Nigeria that everybody has been saying. There's nothing like one Nigeria. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, let us separate. Let us just separate and go. Let the Igbo people separate and go their own way, so that other people can separate. The Igbo people have always said that they can survive on their own. The Hausa people can also survive on their own. The Yoruba people can survive on their own. So why is this one Nigeria of a thing? But it's shocking to me that many Nigerians don't want this one Nigeria, but the people in power are the ones that are fighting for it. They know that once they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be fire on the mountain. They know. You see, they know people who are capable of turning this country upside down. That's why they keep detaining him. They know that once this man is out, a lot of things are going to change in Nigeria. That's why they keep holding him. When you see someone who is powerful than you, when you see someone who is more bigger than you, you know that no, this person power pass. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in continuous detention till now. Now, a lot of Nigerians have been asking, because he has been going to court. You know, his court case last time was on 29th April, and since then he has been going to court, you know, continuous court. I think this is the 4th day that he went to court. That's 7th May, and many Nigerians are saying, is this a sign or a revelation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released? Because this court case, he has been going to court now 247. Now, the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's aloy ejimakor, is not really happy about what is really going on, because why will Vanguard News try to use their publicity, yes, to tame bad image to Nnamdi Kanu? Why? They made a very shocking thing that got many Nigerians like, what were they trying to do? They said, look at what they actually posted in their news. They were like, Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting public to attack police, witness tells court. And they were like, this is not what really happened in court. That was not what really happened. So why did they now have to turn it into that aspect? Now, this was when the lawyer replied them, saying that he was not telling the general public. He was saying the very publications that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting public to attack police is misleading and highly prejudicial. The general public is hereby advised to draw no conclusions until the veracity of the witness is tested on cross-examination tomorrow or next. You can imagine what Vanguard is using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name to say. Enemies everywhere, people who want to really bring him down, people who don't want him to be released. You know, one thing I like about this man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is that he's like, I don't know where he gets his strength from, but this man is ready to sacrifice anything, even if it's to sacrifice his life, for Igbo people to have their freedom. When I tell Igbo people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your second Messiah in earth, he is your second Messiah. I'm telling you the honest truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the second Messiah of Igbo people. This man says, I don't care if I'm in detention for 7 years. I don't care if I'm in detention for 20 years. As far as I am fighting for my people, as far as the Igbo people get their freedom, I'm okay. That is what he said. As far as they get their freedom, is okay. And you know, the shocking part of it is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has this kind of intelligence. Like, this man is naturally intelligent. He knows the law more than the people in it. Like, he knows the law more than the people in power. That is just one thing I love about this man, his intelligence. He's so intelligent. He will quote the law for you, even if you're trying to prove him wrong. He will prove it. Like, he will make sure that he wins you in the court case. Don't be surprised if he knows the law more than the judges in the high court. But finally, thank God that the lawyer Aloy Ejimakor has finally vindicated nnamdi Kanu by posting this, saying that what Vanguard posted is a fake news and many Nigerians should take notes. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you really think about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going to court today? And what do you really think about them saying he's a terrorist? When the witness who came to court today, we are saying that they have never found him with any gun. The only thing they saw him with was his iPad, his iPhone, and his recording studio room. That was only what they found in his apartment. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, and turn on the notification button to get all the latest news in this channel. So guys, thanks for watching.